Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. That's on my face. I've got some stuff that I purchased that I wanted to show you guys and like do a little couple of updates on other stuff that I've tried. And I've also got the Lantern and Wren month of manis to show you. Well, part of it. I gave part of it away already. First, what's on my nails is this Dazzle Dry. I am liking this stuff. This one I've only had for a little while and it's already kind of thickened up, so I did have to use some thinner on it before I used it. Again, I've used it a couple times. I do not recommend getting the big bottles of this stuff because it does seem to go bad rather quickly after you've opened it. It does last really well, and I have a terrible time keeping polish on my nails. It chips like immediately. I painted these a couple of days ago. I've got a little tiny bit of wear on this one. And the base coat from this does work with regular polish. It does help keep regular polish on your nails longer, so I've had good luck with it, using it with just all the polishes I have. But I did buy a couple of new ones. I think they were on my nails in another video, but I don't know. But I wanted to show you. I did a little skittle with these. I am liking these, but please, I don't recommend buying the big bottles. The big bottles are 25 bucks. The small ones are 12, which is expensive enough for these tiny bottles. I don't know that I'll buy a lot of other colors though, because the base and top coat work on other polishes, not gels. These are not gels, but they do last very well. I'm very happy with that. Okay, and Apres. I use a lot of Apres in my salon. Whenever I do Gel X tips, I use all Apres. Their tips, I gotta say, their tips, I'm having problems with them. No matter how much I file the inside of them before I put them down, it seems to separate sometimes from, like, I'll put a thin coat of it on the nail tip and then, or on the actual nail, and then you put some on the tip and then you glue it on. Where's the tip? I had one here to show you. Here it is. You do have to prep them and file them first. And then I also have primer for the tip that you put on the tip after you file it. And then you use a little bit of the Apres. I threw both of those out. So I bought this in a pot. It's a little thicker and it's the adhesive. I had always before had a bottle of it. It would pop off. The nail would pop off, but the Extend gel would stay on the nail. It was the weirdest thing. I thought, well, mine is getting old, so I tossed it. And I bought this. The only thing I don't like about their tips, they're a little thick. If they would just like pre-prep them or make them a little thinner down here, it would be great. But I do like these tips. But I don't know, has anybody else had that problem if you use a pre-extend gel? So I bought this new one that they've got, and I did do a couple of replacement tips on someone. Her nails are all hers, but she had broken a couple of them, so I put tips on them. And I also bought some dehydrator. I mean, you could just use alcohol or acetone, but I just went ahead and bought, since I have the bonder and I have the primer and I have the, glue, I just decided, and I use the tips. I just wanted to keep it all the steps, just in case something was happening in that process. Okay. And then I found this. It's so cute. Look at this. Lucas tried to take this from me. They have, I don't usually buy their gel polish because it is kind of pricey, and I just love Madam Glam's polish. But look how cute. I may end up giving this to him. It's so cute. I mean, I think it would be good. It would go on a pencil or something, but it's so cute. And this is glow in the dark polish, and I haven't tried it yet, so I grabbed a tip, and let's just do a swatchy swatch on this real quick. Ooh, I thought it was pink, but look at that. It's more of a purple. It's just called Wild. Let's move that. It's really sparkly, and it is glow in the dark, and I think it'll probably take a couple of coats. Ew, I don't like the way that applies. Okay, so this is the first Apres polish I've tried. I don't like the way that applies, but it might be just all the glitter and stuff. It's very pretty. It looks like it leveled out really well. It's gorgeous. Let me cure it. All right, 2 coats and it's still not completely opaque. I don't know. I'm like not really impressed with that. And it does glow in the dark, but I won't show you that right now. I'll stick a little picture in here. I'll take a picture of it in the dark in a few minutes. Now let's go on to the Lantern and Wren monthly box. There was another plate with this. It was a Halloween Sugar Bubbles plate. Beetlejuice all over it, just Halloween. And I've got a couple of plates that have different Beetlejuices. I just didn't want it, and I took it with me to Michigan, and I gave that one to Tara because she wanted it, and I didn't have any use for it. I was never going to use it. But the polish that comes this month is a Bronze Goddess stamping polish, and Artisan, I can't read what this is. I can't remember. Does it say? No. What brand is this? It's so tiny. I don't remember. Tell me. Somebody knows. And this sticker, it's really cute. Her soul is fierce. Her heart is brave. Her mind is strong. My mind's not that strong. And some adorable little kitty cat stickers. I thought they were cute. And here's the plate that came with it. And this is a Lantern and Wren plate. It's really cute. Let me take this off. Hold on. It is Japanese Tattoo 1. It's pretty. It has some really pretty images on it. My only problem is the detail is so small, and the images are pretty small. Oh, that's really pretty. She's very pretty. Is how well it's going to show up. I'm just unsure because the detail is so detailed and small. Hello. I have problems with plates like this because it really, you can't see what it is. So if you stamp that on your nail and you're looking at it from that distance, what is it? Is that going to be a problem? Let's see. All right, I got my Maniology stamper from last month. I do believe those are available. This is available. I think you have to go to Month of Manis, Lantern and Wren Month of Manis, to subscribe to the Month of Manis. And then, you know, every month they'll send you an email. Hey, we're getting ready to renew it. Do you want to hold this one or skip or whatever? I did skip last month because I didn't want it. I think it was dinosaurs, and I've got tons of dinosaurs. Since I'm putting this on my nail, I'm going to see about doing this one. Let's see how this turns out. It's like not as detailed. Oh, I don't know. That didn't pick up really great. Let's put this up. You know what? Why am I doing this? It didn't pick up great. I'm going to pick it up again, and let me clean the plate. Ooh, and I found another one I like. Let me try this one. That one's pretty too. They're all pretty. I'm not saying they're not pretty. It's just that the detail is so close together that it doesn't pick up great. Or is it the stamping polish? Let's stick this one on here. It's kind of hard to see. All right, let me try a different stamping polish. And I maybe should get a different color entirely. Let's check first. This is Hit the Bottle. I love this stamping polish. And it is pretty much the same exact color as this one. And this one is Bronzed Aussie. So let's just see if I like this stamping polish better, if it works better. Let's use a different, I'll use the same image. And it might be the base color is not the right color to go. That picked up better. It's a cleaner pickup. Let's try it on this color. They picked up pretty much the same. So it's just a color, I don't know, maybe just the colors, my base colors are not for that color. All right, my all-time favorite gold is Calypso Gold from Hit the Bottle. Let's see how that does. Make sure I was recording there. That is pretty. I like that on that color, on that coral. All right, here's what I ended up with. I think it's a very pretty plate, and these images look really pretty. I think my color choice between my base and what I was stamping with was not ideal. If you want something boom, but if you just want something subtle, I really like these. I would just say this plate in particular is not very beginner friendly because the images are a little hard to pick up just because how dense they are. Oh, I just dinged that. But you can see how densely packed that image is, and they are beautiful, but you do need to switch around. So if you don't get a good pickup, like I was not getting a good pickup with this Maniology stamper, but this Maniology stamper I did, it's a little softer, and it's this, while this one's sticky, it's not, it's pretty firm because I have the base of it butted right up against the back of the stamper. So that makes it a little stiffer and firm, more firm. So a squishier stamper is gonna pick up these images a little better. And I have to say, this polish is a little hard to pick up because it dries so fast. Hit the Bottle stamping polish picks up really, really well, but you have to be very quick. And again, those are not really beginner friendly. This one seemed to pick up pretty good, but it also, the metallics kind of dry faster on the plate and when you pick it up. Plus, it's super humid here. It's hot. It's all the things that you don't want when you're stamping. Okay, so I think it's a really good box. I feel like it's worth the money. I think it's $25 a month or almost. I can't really remember right now, but I do like it, and you can skip it if you look at the sneak and you like, that's not something I'd be interested in. I did skip last month, so that's why I went ahead and got this one, and I didn't even look. I just like, okay, let me do that just to have it and see if I like it or not. But you do have the opportunity not to be surprised. All right, thanks you guys so much for joining me. And oh, let me do that pop stick real quick and see how well it glows. Ooh, that looks really cool in the dark, or in just the flash. Cat, get out of here. Let me turn the flash off. Ooh, that's some nice glow there. That is pretty. Okay, love it. Oh, stupid cat. And I'll insert a little video of Lucas's toe or fingers. We did his fingers in the purple. And I use this pink on my toes, Sugar Rush. So pretty. All right, you guys, thanks for joining me. Tell me what you think down below. Bye. Okay. Those some little glow-in-the-dark chiclets right there.
Chiclets.